Anna Kiesenhofer, you're finishing 17th today at the World Time Trial Championships. What do you feel about that?
Oh, I'm disappointed.
You are disappointed. How did you feel out there?
I wasn't there mentally, so I think my legs might have been good and I liked the course and everything, but I was distracted. I had some last minute issues with everything, organization, equipment and so on. And like in the end, I'm not making excuses because it's on the rider to kind of refocus, and I just didn't manage to do that.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about these issues with your equipment and the UCI.
Oh, it was not the UCI. It was more like I don't want to talk bad about my country, but I mean there are also people, and there were just things that went wrong, and it stresses me. And also I did mistakes, so then I was so stressed out I lost my bike computer just before the race. Yeah, I mean you can imagine what a nightmare it is for a rider like me who likes numbers to not have bike computer, and who was so nice and they lent me a bike computer just before the race.
You're saying that you're disappointed. What was your target today with the result?
Oh, I just wanted to do my best. So in the end I can't determine what position I end up, of course, but I just have the feeling I didn't empty myself fully. I could have talked to you like on the last 5K.
Okay, so you lost focus or you know?
Yeah. I didn't hurt enough. I just didn't get everything out of me. It was like a training ride.
Okay, what does it actually, obviously the Olympics were a big surprise to everyone, but what does it mean for you to prove to people that the Olympics wasn't a complete shock, that you're actually one of the best riders in the world?
So, I mean, it's not like I'm one of the best in terms of pure power. I mean, that's a fact. I can't change that. I'm not the best in terms of pure power. However, like the combination of like the mental part, like the planning and so on, plus the power. I mean, yeah, I kind of showed in Tokyo what that can lead to, and I think that I still have a lot of margin of progress in the time trial when I really focus on it.
So, what does cycling mean to you now? You're saying that you can focus on time trial in the future. What does cycling mean to you in the long term now?
So I'm not joining a pro team, as I said a couple of times. I have some projects, like I don't want to talk too much about them yet because I'm not sure yet exactly. But yeah, some individual projects, like I will stay in my small team, do those projects and do some time trials, like again the World Championships, and really focus on it, and I think I can be a few places up.
I know you've been asked this question a million times, but I got to ask you, how's it been, you know, the last few months after you've become world champion? How's that been for you?
Yeah, Olympic champion, not world champion. Yeah.
Olympic, sorry. Yeah, the Olympic champion. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at first it was really crazy. I was really overwhelmed by everything. Then I learned to say no and set priorities and think about what I want. And so yeah, in the end, I'm actually quite happy about things are going, because like when your life is completely thrown, sorry, I'm a bit low on glucose. When your life is completely turned upside down, you start. It's kind of an incentive to throw out the things that you didn't want anyway. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm throwing out the things that I didn't want to do anyway, and I'm a bit more assertive about what I want.
It took me by surprise there at the start by saying that you're disappointed, because you seem so, you know, happy is a big word, but you mean you're so not very tense. And you know, how's your mindset about all this thing? Because you seem very happy, even though you said that you're disappointed with your result.
Yeah, probably because I'm not taking it so seriously. So I'm just like, okay, it wasn't a good race, but then like in the end, how many races are really great? So you have maybe 2% of races that are absolutely great, and then you have 20% that are maybe fine, and then the rest is between medium and bad, at least for me. So it's normal. I think you also have to admit when you're disappointed, and I learned so much. So actually I think I'm happy because I learned so much the last few days, and I've made up some plans what I need to improve. And in the end that's what I wanted, because with all the stuff about Tokyo I was just too distracted, so I couldn't do like my best result anyway. So it was just about learning.
Thank you very much. Thank you.